So without further ado, let's get started on oils in the bedroom. So tonight, I'm really hoping you guys are going to learn how to increase your libido. Let's get over it now. I'm going to be sharing lots of stuff. It's very intimate. It's all about sexy time. So we're going to go for it. I'm going to teach you how to integrate essential oils into the bedroom. Sorry, I don't know this mute option for people. I know I need to. There we go. Okay. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is libido and hormones. That's super important, and I'm going to explain how that makes sense and why that's an important one to know. So clary sage is the first one I want to talk about. It's an oil that has been used for centuries for hormonal issues. It's your friend during PMS while your Aunt Flo stops into town, and for the hormonal drop after she leaves. Clary sage is one of the main oils to help with PMS in our beloved dragon time, and to balance hormones in blends like sclerescence and lady scleral. Those are available in other markets, but just mentioning that to you guys. Okay, right around your menstrual cycle, estrogen levels drop quickly and drastically. This is the reason why we women sometimes cry at the drop of a hat. So what about all that talk that high estrogen levels increases the likelihood of tumors? I did want to include that here, but I wanted to share that Dr. Dan Pearce is a specialist in essential oils and hormones, and his studies have shown that synthetic estrogen and progesterone are linked to high disease rates as a side effect. But using plant compounds such as yam progesterone in Progessence Plus or phytoestrogens in clary sage do not increase the risk of these scary side effects. In fact, they've been shown to actually lower your risk in some studies. So women naturally feel more in the mood when their estrogen levels are higher. This is because our estrogen levels are the highest when we're ovulating. So we're actually designed to feel more in the mood when we are fertile, which really makes sense, right? And then as we age, our estrogen levels decrease. So having an oil that can help support healthier natural estrogen levels is something that's really beneficial. So I hope you can see how hormones link into libido as well. So how would we use this essential oil? We can use it topically, aromatically, or internally. So all three ways. It's an oil for the ladies because of its estrogen-like effects. It's typically used during your menstrual cycle for PMS, for menstrual discomfort, to support balanced hormones, but it is nice to use in the bedroom as well. So as we age, our estrogen levels drop, and one sign of low estrogen is dryness in your lady parts. Using a drop of clary sage daily can increase your natural levels of estrogen that will help you to feel more frisky, more lubricated, and more willing. So you can apply it on your forearms, your wrists, your reflexology vital points. And sorry, I'm just finding my mute. I need to mute some of you guys. It's letting you come on without muting you. Sorry about that. So we put it, I was telling you where we put it. We put it on our forearms, wrists, reflexology or VitaFlex points for the reproductive system, like your feet and ankles, or you would apply it to the back of your neck. Then the other thing I wanted to say is you can apply it diluted to your inner thigh before intimacy to help increase natural lubrication, which is also known to heat up when friction is applied if rubbed on your female parts. So the other thing I wanted to mention, it is generally regarded as safe, which we call GRAS, like GRAS, generally regarded as safe for internal use by the FDA. And you could start with 1 to 2 drops in a capsule filled with carrier oil or add it to your Ningxia Red. Please note, it may make you more fertile. So if you are still in that age where you are fertile, it can make you more fertile. You can also diffuse clary sage. It's a middle note, which means it's not super floral or super earthy. It mixes so nicely with bright top notes like orange or with floral blends like Lang Lang or Joy. It is not to be used during pregnancy as it can actually kickstart labor, but you can use it if you've been cleared by your medical care provider to actually get your labor started if you are post-term. So I think clary sage should be something all women should use to balance us out. All right, moving on. You know what I'm going to do super quick? Lee, I see you here. Can I make you co-host, and do you mind to just mute anyone that's loud, if you don't mind? Like, it's not their fault. It was a setting that I clearly didn't do. Okay, thank you. I hope that's helpful for us all. All right, Progessence Plus Serum. So another brilliant one for hormones. And again, I'm going to tie that into how and why it's important during, like, to know about this oil and using it in the bedroom. So Progessence Plus Serum is a highly micronized bioidentical from a human progesterone in a natural vitamin E base with a set of special essential oils like frankincense, copaiba, and sandalwood. The base of essential oils enhance the absorption through the skin, and it has a wonderfully calming benefit as well. So Progessence Plus Serum is actually not an essential oil, but a natural progesterone supplement with essential oils and wild yam extract. It was developed by our most brilliant Dr. Dan Purser, who specializes in women's hormone issues. When testing women who came to see him, almost all of them had low progesterone or zero progesterone. And it really is a problem because progesterone is a hormone that our body needs in adequate amounts for our libido and our overall wellness. So many women's issues like endometriosis, menstrual migraines, and PMS are all attributed to low levels of natural progesterone. Progesterone also decreases over time with age and tends to drop after childbirth for many women. And when it drops too low, our sex drive disappears. So low progesterone and or estrogen contribute to hot flashes and night sweats as well. Let me just get rid of this. Sorry, lots of interruptions tonight. All right. How do we use this essential oil? I just want to mention that my favorite thing with Progessence Plus and with Endoflex is to get our Aroma Glide fitments from Young Living. So you would change that dropper fitment off the top of the bottle. I keep both of mine in the bathroom. I should have brought them down. But I replace that dropper fitment and I put on the rollerball fitment. And then it's ready to use as is, okay? So you would apply topically over the arteries of your neck and on your forearms. Progessence Plus Serum is a natural progesterone supplement with essential oils, which I covered, of frankincense, copaiba, bergamot, peppermint, cedarwood, rosewood, clove, and progesterone from wild yam extract with vitamin E. So it can be a Kickstarter for the libido because it can help to support balanced hormones and increases progesterone. It has a very calming effect. It's very balancing for your mood swings. It can support healthy adrenal functions. It may enhance female vitality and sexual desire, and it can help support regular cycles and increase fertility as well. I also have used Progessence Plus as a skin serum for my face. And you might have seen some videos of this on Instagram where literally people will take it as is with that rollerball and they just roll it on their face. So often we think, oh, that's going to make it so greasy. It doesn't work like that. Actually, oils bind to oils on the skin. And when you are using the right ones with the right essential oil base that's made brilliantly like ours are, you will not have that. It actually will help balance out any problematic or acne type skin. Okay, moving on to Endoflex, another essential oil that we use for hormone support. So Endoflex is a blend of spearmint, sage, geranium, myrtle, nutmeg, and German chamomile in a base of sesame oil. So if you are allergic to sesame seeds or anything sesame, avoid it since it does contain this, okay? These oils naturally support balanced hormones, and that supports a healthy endocrine system. The endocrine system is responsible for telling your body what hormones to produce and when to produce them. So it regulates metabolism, your growth, development, tissue function, sexual function, reproduction, thyroid function, your sleep, and mood. That's a whole lot. And I hear more and more of people getting autoimmune things like Hashimoto's, so many of them, the list goes on. This is one of the best essential oils for things like that. Quick little disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to diagnose anyone. I'm just sharing what I have heard for people who have that particular autoimmune disease and what they have found a lot of success using this essential oil. So Endoflex can support the pineal and pituitary glands as well as the adrenal glands. So how would you use it? Again, I love to put that Aroma Glide fitment on this one, and you can apply it topically on the neck, over the thyroid, and on the forearms. I will say I prefer using this essential oil in the morning or midday. I find it gives you energy. So much better to not use this one at night. But I keep both of them in my bathroom, and I remember to use it every day because it's become part of my brush teeth, wash face, use my oil routine. So it stays there, and I remember every single day to use it. So the Endoflex Vitality, which you can get in other markets, by the way, can be used as a daily supplement to support a healthy endocrine system. Quick little reminder, Vitality oils are the exact same thing as the regular labeled oils. Same thing in the bottle, nothing changes. It is just an FDA regulation. You cannot label 3 methods of use on one label. So the FDA said, we will agree that these certain essential oils are safe for internal use, but you need a different label on the bottle. So that's why you'll see some Vitality and some not. Same thing inside. So I did touch on that sesame allergy and avoid it if you do have that. Dragon Time. So this one is another hormone balancing essential oil, which was developed for the time of the month when most women have mood changes, as well as other changes due to ovulation. So it's a blend of fennel, clary, marjoram, lavender, yarrow, and jasmine. It contains, sorry, and that was clary sage. I don't know why that's not there, but it contains the naturally occurring constituents of linalool, sclareol, linalool acetate, germacrine D, and beta-phenyl, oh my gosh, I can't stand this. I have to do this for you guys, but bear with me. Phelindrine. Those are big words, but you can use the internet to find out what these constituents are, and I'm sure you will be very impressed. So how does this oil blend specifically work again, where I'm bringing this in to discussing before and during your menstrual cycle? How does that fit into an oils in the bedroom class? Well, if our moods during our cycles are way off track and we're feeling pretty crummy from occasional cramping and sleep disturbances, the rest of our month isn't necessarily going to bode well, because our partners may not really feel that connected with us after we've been dragon-like with them, right? So this blend works primarily by raising estradiol levels in the body, which also drop during menstruation. So it's really good for you, and it's great for your relationship. Right, Oran? My husband's just come here. He smelled my Dragon Time for the past week. But anyway, okay, so how do we use this? We apply this diluted oil over your lower abdomen several times a day as needed during your monthly cycle. I find it best to use this at least 5 days leading up to your cycle, and I will continue it on for about 3 to 5 days, depending on how long your cycle is, only if you're symptomatic. So if you already know I'm very moody for the first 2 days of my period, use it for those 2 days. And then on day 3, you don't need it anymore, okay? And you might find that that also changes and you need to use it a little bit less. Another nice idea is to mix a few drops into Epsom salts and soak in a nice warm bath, especially when you've been particularly crabby. And for the men out there, I'm telling you, our bodies are going through a lot. So we need to relax, we need more rest, and we need to be doing more stuff for ourselves. Dragon Time is gentle enough that even teenagers can use it. Having happier, more emotionally balanced teenagers can be really helpful for parents. And happy parents mean happy times in the bedroom for them. The men in your family will really thank you for using this essential oil. Okie dokes. Then between the sheets. So now we are going to move into some more essential oils that are really wonderful for both him and her in the bedroom. So the first one I'm going to talk about is cypress. So this oil smells like you're in a forest of cypress trees. It's nice to diffuse with a drop of orange or joy as well. So cypress can help to stimulate blood flow in the body. It's a natural diuretic and can help to remove water and salt that can lead to fluid retention. So for those of you who remember and know, cypress is really helpful with little ones too, who don't have great control of peeing in their bed. So we use this one actually to help incontinence. So also for older people too. And this is kind of why, by the way. So it can also help to strengthen veins and improve circulation. All of this leads to smoother looking skin and smaller looking veins. This is why cypress is one of the main ingredients of Cellulite massage oil. So we get that in other markets too, but you can make your own with some V6 with this essential oil. It can help to reduce the appearance of cellulite and dark veins by strengthening the tissue around fat cells and improving blood flow so veins don't pool and raise to the surface. Back to that fun fact that cypress can help to stimulate blood flow. So back to the whole point of what we're talking about tonight, bedroom oils. So in order for your man to stand at attention, if you know what I mean, there needs to be really good blood flow. So in order for you to have a wow experience, you need blood flow in your lady parts too. And that's what makes cypress such a great oil for both men and women alike. So again, some points for you to remember. It's for improved circulation, which means you are more sensitive to touch. Cypress also helps to promote feelings of confidence and emotional security. It can support a feeling of grounding and feeling centered. It can be used diluted on the inner thighs, yours and your partner's. Mix it with your favorites, maybe joy or orange, if it's a smell you don't love, but those also help, which we'll come to later. And it's often used in a lubricant to promote increased pleasure and circulation. I am going to cover some recipes for lubes as well towards the end. Okay, Idaho Blue Spruce. So glad this one came to South Africa last year. So this oil is one of my favorite oils for him. And by that, I mean an oil that your man can use to help make sex more awesome for you. Because the reality is when intimacy is better for you, it's more likely to happen more often for him. I hope that all made sense. Idaho Blue Spruce can help him stay firmer longer so you can enjoy yourself longer as well. It's a great alternative to that little blue pill, no names mentioned. So this oil is like a military call to stand at attention. It can be used with coconut oil as a lubricant and has a nice cooling effect for you too. So it supports circulation and helps with firmness in keeping him spruced up. It can be used with sensation massage oil as a lubricant, and it can feel warming and slightly tingly. It also can assist in making intimate time last longer. You can dilute it and apply it on his inner thighs into the lower shaft area. It's been reported in some cases to increase length of your partner's member with regular ingestion. Very interesting that. The effects will wear off naturally soon after intercourse, just so you know. And for occasional erectile issues, you can use Idaho Blue Spruce. Apply a few drops diluted topically beforehand, or even better, you can take 2 to 3 drops in a capsule full of olive oil daily, but don't exceed more than 3 drops the first week that you take it daily. This is definitely not one you want to overdo. And sometimes men have this thing of, oh, if I just put a whole lot or do more is not more. Don't do that. So yeah, I have read of some instances where a couple people use more than like 5 drops. It doesn't make you feel really good. So it's not necessary. Okay. Goldenrod, moving on. So goldenrod, guess what that does? And now that I've just disclaimed all those wonderful words and things, we are going even deeper down this tunnel. So goldenrod, golden and rod, the name says it all, but here's a little more detail. The essential oil is actually from the flowering top of the plant, which can improve circulation and aid the urinary tract. So according to the University of Montreal in Canada, it was also found to help with not so firm rods. So it's also known to support the circulatory system as well as the urinary tract and bladder. It can help regulate normal blood pressure as well. So it may help with firmness of the male member, and it may help for occasional impotence and occasional lack of erectile firmness. So how would you use this? You can also use it topically, aromatically, or internally. You can use it topically near the inner thighs and lower shaft. So very similar to Idaho Blue Spruce. You can also take 3 drops in a capsule. Again, a little bit goes a long way. And he may take 2 or 3 drops in a capsule daily. Top it off with a carrier oil. Idaho Blue Spruce can be added or substituted if goldenrod doesn't help, because everybody's body is different and it may not react the same to the oils. So apply a few diluted drops topically on the inner thighs and lower shaft. And a fun fact with this one is that this essential oil's availability is dependent on the growing season. So it is currently in stock. So you might want to consider grabbing a few bottles to have it on hand. It's only 351 Rand wholesale. So I'd say that's worth the price of goldenrod. All right, I love that I'm laughing to myself, but that's okay. Mr., another brilliant essential oil for him. So this blend has yarrow, sage, fennel, lavender, myrtle, and peppermint, and it was originally formulated to balance male energy and support healthy prostate function. And it's actually very helpful for women too, because it can be helpful with normalizing hormones during PMS and menopause. So both men and women can have low levels of testosterone. So it makes sense that Mr. would be beneficial for both sexes. Mr. contains an oil called blue yarrow that can support prostate health and can help the prostate to function properly. It can also help keep male hormones balanced. So Mr. can help the prostate, I just said that, sorry, which is a big part of man's libido and performance. So check out how awesome the ingredients of Mr. are. Yarrow is a natural prostate decongestant and hormone balancer. Sage can strengthen vital centers. Myrtle can help normalize hormonal imbalances of the thyroid and the sex glands. Fennel has a natural hormone-like activity. Lavender is very relaxing and grounding, and peppermint can strengthen the liver and glandular function. So those are all the good things for a man to get him back on track. One little last note on Mr. The blend contains sesame seed oil again, so if you have an allergy, pass on this one. And it really is a guy's essential oil to help increase libido for him. But as I've said, it's not just for guys because of that testosterone. So how would you use it? You can diffuse it or use it topically. You can apply Mr. diluted to his ankles and the front and back pubic bones. Apply daily for optimal prostate performance. So the aroma of Mr. is really soothing. You can also use it in a bath, or you can wear it as a cologne. This blend can help support the prostate and promote greater male hormone balance. The oils in Mr. are all great to help keep his libido high, which I went through all of those. You can diffuse it or directly inhale it, or add 2 to 4 drops to your bath. You can apply it to the ankle, VitaFlex point, lower pelvis, or directly to the area. You may place a hot compress with a few drops of Mr. directly on his member to help get things jump started. So that's quite fun. Do not use it again, sesame oil, if you have an allergy. So the top 2 reasons I think Mr. is a must-have is for prostate health in your man's life. I think that's so important. And also, if you are a menopausal woman, this is a wonderful oil for you to support your transition. Okay, Lang Lang. This oil is amazing. It really is. Its power as an aphrodisiac has been well documented throughout the ages. Lang Lang is one of the ingredients in both joy and sensation oil blends. It can increase libido in women and men. Lang Lang is a flower that grows in Ecuador. The petals are hand-picked early in the morning, by the way, by females only. They actually found that it yields more benefits when females are around this flower. So it's just a fun fact that they're not trying to be sexist in any way, but they just found that it actually yields more beneficial properties when women are working on this farm. So they are the ones who are actually picking these petals early in the morning to maximize the oil yield. The oil can increase feelings of happiness, adoration, and can calm the mind. It can even help to keep your blood pressure normal because it is so calming. So it has a rich, pleasing, and romantic floral scent. You definitely want to diffuse it. I love diffusing this essential oil. It's calming, relaxing, and it's again has a soothing fragrance. And it's also lovely to massage the scalp to increase the appearance of healthy, shiny hair. It's known as a natural aphrodisiac. In Indonesia, Lang Lang petals are actually strewn across the marriage bed. This fragrant oil can help balance male and or female energies. It enhances spiritual attunement, combats anger, low self-esteem. It increases focus of thoughts. It filters out negative energy and restores confidence and peace. So it also can help reduce PMS symptoms. I hope that you can still see me because I know you can see my screen, but I've lost all power here. So you can dilute 1-to-1 with a carrier oil and apply on chakras and or reflexology or VitaFlex points. You can diffuse it in the bedroom to set the mood. You can rub a few diluted drops at your pubic area near the panty line and also generously apply a few diluted drops from the inner thighs to the panty line area. Mix with orange and make a roller to apply on your inner thighs for added benefits. Use sparingly though if you do have low blood pressure. Okay, moving on to orange. Let me see if I can try and get another light on going here. Okay, moving on to orange, sorry. Orange is an oil that can help you feel happier And it's awesome for frigidity. So it can help you relax if you have a low libido due to a bit of anxiety. It's also great mixed with a floral like ylang ylang or an equalizer like cypress or clary sage. You can diffuse some orange if you're feeling anxious and you need to get to your happy place. Orange also works great when used in tandem with cypress or ylang ylang as a diluted blend. You can rub it on inner thighs and stomach. Try 2 drops of cypress and 4 drops of orange in a carry oil rubbed on inner thighs. A drop of orange in your water not only gives you the health benefits that will come with orange oil, but the smell will travel up to your olfactory system into your brain to actually help your mood. So orange is such a reasonably priced oil. It's worth having on hand at all times. Now, aren't you glad you know how it can help you in the bedroom? Ha ha ha. We like that one. All right, joy. It's a blend of bergamot, ylang ylang, geranium, lemon, coriander, tangerine, jasmine, Roman chamomile, palmarosa, and rose. It's a lot of floral smells. So it harmonizes for a very sweet, joyful aroma. Its scent is sometimes a bit overwhelming for some. I know that it was for me when I first got it. Now I love it. But if you actually cut that's the correct way to phrase that, with citrus essential oils, it will cut that floral smell. So you can blend it with orange or something else and apply a drop over your heart every morning to help keep your mood level throughout the day. It's also in Gary's Great Day Protocol. So you can wear joy as a perfume to exude an alluring and irresistible fragrance that inspires romance and togetherness. This beautiful blend produces a magnetic energy that provides a sense of joy to the heart, mind, and soul. It inspires romance and can help overcome deep-seated grief and depression. Use it with a carrier oil for full body massage and apply it to the lower back, abdomen, and on the heart and brain reflexology or VitaFlex points to help you get in the mood. More about how to use it. As I said, the heart, thymus, temples, and wrists to assist in a sense of well-being. It does have rose oil as an ingredient. We all know that rose is the most expensive essential oil in our whole product line because it takes a ton of rose petals to make 1 5 ml bottle. So it has the highest frequency of all the essential oils, which can help elevate the mind and can create a magnetic energy that attracts pure love and brings joy to the heart. Jasmine is also an ingredient and can help to revitalize spirits and bring feelings of love, support, and joy. It's known to help balance occasional menopausal mood swings. And diluted with a carrier oil, rub it on your inner thighs, up the creases of where your legs meet on your torso and on your lower abdomen. Joy has the perfect blend of oils like ylang ylang and rose that can really get the motor running and get that blood pumping for you ladies. Let's finally move on to some recipes. So again, I will share this screen. Okay, got some chats here. That's great. So I will share these slides, and you guys can have these for you to know. So any of these essential oils for diffusing is really, really lovely and wonderful for sexy time. So ylang ylang, joy, valor, orange, lavender, clary sage, nutmeg, sensation when you can find it. I know it's in the States and in other markets. We don't have it in our market yet. A fantastic essential oil for oils in the bedroom. And Idaho blue spruce. And again, you can just pick and choose any of those and pop it in the diffuser. Some roller recipes. I'm not going to read through all of these, but these are really, really awesome and lovely to use for spicing things up. You have Sweet Thing as an example, which uses quite a lot of ylang ylang, cypress, lavender, and then you would top it up with carrier oil. So all of these are 10 ml roller bottles, and you kind of get the idea of what we're aiming for based on what they are called. Okay, so I will leave it there at this point. I'm not embarrassed to say anything more. I've already shared all the wonderfully embarrassing, potentially embarrassing topics, but we're all human, and I think we all go through a lot of these things. So we need to normalize how we talk about it. Okay, then we also have natural lubes, and I think this is also a great one to try and to make. Is sweet and warm is just going to be what that is and how it sounds. All of these are obviously safe for internal use, if you know what I'm saying with this one. So this would be 3 tablespoons of solid coconut whipped with 10 drops of tea tree, 10 drops lang lang, sorry. It's got 20 drops of lavender, 5 drops of clary sage, and 3 drops of black pepper. And, or you can try Lucy, that's from Lucy Libido. She is quite famous in the oily world, and she has experimented, tried, done all the different things with essential oils to bring us the very best information on oils to help with libido, hence Lucy Libido. Her name's Lucy. And this is one of her really awesome recipes. She uses 3 tablespoons of YL Sensation massage oil, but again, you can use V6. It's absolutely fine. It's got 12 drops of Sensation. You can replace that with Joy. 8 drops of cypress, 8 drops of orange, and 4 to 6 drops of peppermint. And you would apply that from the inner to mid thigh to the leg crease and below the navel. So that brings us to the end of this class. I'm quite impressed with myself here that I got through this in almost 30 minutes, because that was a lot of talking and a ton of information. But our next class is about oils and teachers. So using essential oils in the classrooms. And if you're homeschooling, of course, that as well. It supports our incredible, these essential oils will, the class will teach you how we can support our incredible educators inside the classroom. So that's going to be Tuesday, February 21st at 8 p.m. on Zoom. So I will share that info. And then finally, there is an in-person event in Johannesburg at La Vie en Rose, which is happening on Tuesday, February 14th. If you haven't booked, please do. I have limited seats, but there are still some available. So yeah, just definitely come and meet me if you haven't already. I really plan to do an awesome event and have it be quite social. Come alone, don't worry, I'm your friend, and come with a friend, however, whatever feels right and good. We're going to be making a perfume together, and you will learn a lot about low notes, medium notes, and high notes. Actual perfumes with, that you buy in the store are very, very toxic. So I'm going to be touching on that and educating why and how we can replace and use essential oils in place of that. You'll have a delicious snack, a hot drink. You'll meet some wonderful like-minded ladies like you, and you'll also get a beautiful goodie bag that you can take home with you, which is worth 200 Rand or more even. So join me if you can. I do have a link for that, which I can share with you guys. So please just WhatsApp me. I'll share my number at the end. And then that brings us to the end of this class. Please feel free to ask questions. Don't be shy, but if you are shy, we understand. You can also write to me personally, and I can just put it out there as a general question. So if anyone has anything that they want to share, I love it. You guys are awesome. What a good audience. You guys have just kind of put in here that you've been sharing. One drop on the male part with carrier oil. Thank me later. # Lang Lang. I love it. I love that you've tried these things, guys. For me, I learned a whole lot while doing this class. I'm very excited to get to try a lot of these things when On Flow leaves. I cannot wait. See, look at this TMI and oversharing. But I did tell you guys I've been using Dragon Time. So I think if you were paying attention, you put 2 and 2 together. Then Joy is your favorite with orange. No more antidepressants for you, Carol. That's incredible. Joy travels with you, Rihanna. That's awesome. We do need Sensation Blend in South Africa. I agree, Louise. I wish and I hope that we get that one. Is cypress safe to use internally like a lube? Yes, it is, Sarita. So thank you for asking that. Yep, it is in most of our lube recipes. So you can use it safely. Again, sorry, I'm sitting here in the dark, you guys. Any other questions? Thank you. There we go. I'm back in the light. Any questions, anyone? Again, you can write privately or just spill the beans. Is tea tree safe to use? You see it's in the lube. Yes, it is. So all of these recipes have been tried and tested, and not by me personally. I would be very proud to say it if I had, but they are in there because they have actually been tried and tested by Lucy Libido and lots of other people. And yes, just remember that a lot of these oils are what we call GRAS, GRAS, which is generally regarded as safe. So even though it's not something that we just take internally all the time, it's absolutely fine to have it in that amount. It's very, very diluted as well. So, you're not actually taking that whole bottle and drinking it. So it is, all of those are under the GRAS, which is generally regarded as safe for internal use. Can goldenrod and Mr. be used together? Yes, absolutely. I see no reason why they couldn't. So no problem. But I also feel like I would isolate them first, and I would then you can try and do it together. But I kind of, it feels like try one or the other. So yeah, I'll try that. But yes, you can put them together. It's not a problem. Pleasure, Louise. I saw that you're happy that I spoke about the technical hormone aspect. Yeah, I think that that's so important because that's what's playing such a role into libido. So if we aren't balancing that and working with that, we aren't actually getting to the root of the problem. And then here's a nice comment I got: is goldenrod in my hubby's coffee. It works like a charm. Thank you for sharing that. I need to try that. See, my husband just heard that and chuckled at that one. I think he's going to be inspecting his coffee. So that's awesome. I'll never forget when I first learned about goldenrod. I just saw the essential oil sitting there with the whole collection. And I'm like, this is a very strange name for an essential oil. I asked Stacey, like, goldenrod, what the heck is goldenrod and what does that do? She goes, think about it. I said, no way. Is this seriously like an essential oil for this purpose? She said, indeed it is. I said, wow, what a brilliant name. So she said, yes, it is. And then I actually saw actual goldenrod. Christina, have you seen it in the farm that's in Mona? They have a whole section there with the goldenrod that's growing. So did you see it? Yeah. So it's really cool. It's nice when you actually see all these things growing and what they actually look like. So yeah, I can say we've seen helichrysum, goldenrod. I've seen sandalwood. Christina, you have seen Northern Lights, black spruce. Lucky lady with the Northern Lights. She didn't just see the black spruce. She saw the Northern Lights too.
It was incredible. White spruce. I actually distilled white spruce. White spruce. And so I have some of the only bottles of white spruce because it hasn't even been like entered into the market yet.
Amazing.
Because it was like first distillation. So that was pretty cool. But there was lots of other ones like sage and, just different, herbs type of ones as well that they do. A lot of the farms, multiple ones that aren't even listed on what they do because, it's just, it's like a side thing,
Yeah, amazing. I remember when we went to Croatia too, right? And they had the Croatian helichrysum, but also juniper. So we learned a lot about the others, and then lavender. Sage, right? Croatian sage. So yeah, and Croatian helichrysum, which
yeah, everything.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
They often grow things that like the same kind of climate in the different farms. But I hope you all get to a farm so that you can see what goes into these incredible oils. And then you realize that little bottle is worth so much and actually works. So Okay, guys, thank you for joining me. Happy early Valentine's Day. I hope you will get ready and organized. I did this deliberately to have this class like a week before. I think we are at a week before. So you can get yourselves organized and ready, and you know exactly what to gift your partner and have fun. It's important that we all have healthy relationships between the sheets. So cheers to you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining the class tonight, and I will see you all soon. I'll catch you for the teachers one. Bye, everyone.